갑자기 내게 나타나준 너, 난 아무 말도 할 수가 없었지. 첫눈에 반한다는 이야기가 널 보는.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is another beautiful day and I trust God you're doing great. Today happens to be the resurrection of Christ. Happy Easter to each and every one of you. Hope you're enjoying your Easter holidays. God bless you all. I want to talk about something. I know most of you have seen it on the internet, and it has been on the internet for the past 3 weeks now, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a wake-up call to all ladies, all women. It's a wake-up call to each and every one of us. Toxic relationship is the same thing as domestic violence. When you are in a relationship and it's toxic, walk away. Please walk away. Don't allow yourself to be violated by anyone. Before you get into that relationship, you have a life. And let me tell you one thing, marriage don't complete you. Marriage do not make you who you are. You yourself should love yourself more, not to allow anyone to humiliate you or to violate you. Marriage does not complete anyone, and marriage is not in heaven. If you die today, God is not going to ask you your deals in marriage. You are sitting before God's presence to answer for all your behavior in this life. So we should know that. And when it becomes toxic, what do you know as toxic? It's a state where you have been abused, you have been molested, you have been reduced to nothing. It's the same thing as domestic violence, abuse. That is what it is. And when you find yourself in such situation, please move away, go. You want him to change, fine and good. But let me tell you something. Human beings don't change. They can only adjust if he's the one that wants to adjust. But for the one that don't want to adjust, if you like, give him heaven and earth, he will not adjust. So in the process that he is not adjusting, he is not changing that change you want, please move away. Move away. Don't use your life as a sacrificial lamb. See what is going on. See what is going on. A voice, when I mean a voice, a heavenly voice was taken away from us. I've been crying for the past weeks because of this. Women, please, it's a wake-up call. You want to endure. Why not you think about the children you bear in that relationship? They are traumatized if you don't know. And they will live the rest of their life thinking that that is how life is, without knowing that this is not how marriage, relationship, life it is. They will live the rest of their life that way because it has become a part of them. They see it as normal. I listened to Pastor Enojeri's, it was her interview. She granted an interview. She said in her home that both parents, they shout at each other. She felt it's a normal thing. And when she gets into her own marriage, she was doing the same thing to her husband, which is Pastor Jerry. She was doing the same thing without knowing that it is not normal. But the day her eyes opened was the one she said she had done herself that day. She now had to call her mother to start telling her mother, look at this, look at that. And the mother was telling her, seriously? It is not how life is being run. It is not how life it is. It is not how marriage it is. Don't look at what happened between me and your father. And she said that was when she put an end to all that. Women, why will you allow yourself to be abused by anybody? Why will you allow a man to treat you, to bring you down, to humiliate you, lower your esteem, run rubbish you in the name of marriage, in the name of what people will say, what society will think about you if you leave that relationship or if you leave that marriage. Who cares? Is the society feeding you? Is the church feeding you? Is your friends feeding you? Do they put food on your table that you will use because of them and waste your precious life? You are going to answer for your life if you don't take good care of it. You don't know. Seriously, I'm so bittered. I'm so bittered. I am so bittered. Women, not as if you don't know that this guy is toxic. You know. With your little head is telling you that he's going to change. He will not change. He will not change. He can only adjust. Even if he listens, even if he's a Christian and he's not truly a born again, he will not adjust. He will still live the same life. After all, Osinachi husband is a pastor. It's not what they said. But look at. Please step away. Move away. Move away. It does not worth it. Nothing worth your life. Nothing worth your life. Please move away. Go away. Stay afar and be praying for the man to change. And in the process that you see that he's not changing, that nothing changing about him, please move on with your life. You are surviving before you met him, so you can as well survive. Don't allow yourself to be violated or be abused by anybody. It's not worth it. Seriously, what is the way forward? When you get into a relationship and you know that this man character is like this, don't even go into marriage with him. That's the only way forward. Don't even think of going forward with him. Because people will be like, she that cannot maintain her home. You that can maintain your home, please stay in that your home and maintain it too. For me, it was not conducive for me. That was like live for my dear life. For me to live. And another thing, the one point I want to bring out is when people will come up to your mother and say, she's not yet married, this your daughter is not yet married. And this thing has put so many young girls into going into marriage. Going into marriage, they don't know the person, they don't know the person's character, they don't know anything, but just that they have tagged them that they let me speak it in Igbo language. And they will just go into marriage just for them to be married, to become Mrs. And they will get married one agafu culture, one thing like that. And the man will be abusing and molesting them. And when they call on their parents, that's the most angry part of it. It will be like, hey, you try like them. Did I leave my marriage? You want to leave your own marriage. Parents, mothers, parents, that your own marriage was favorable to you does not mean that your daughter's marriage will be favorable to her. And when it's not favorable to her, please, as she called you, tell you, look at what this man is doing to me. Please take her home and take care of her. Marriage does not complete anybody. Take her home. I just called up my mother. Let me tell you something. I called my mother and said, Mom, what if I tell you that my husband is abusing me? My mother said, no, Bona. That was exactly my mother's statement. For what? You sure I'm dusting your room, pack your bags and, oh yeah? That is my mother and I love her. She will tell you, my child, you don't do that to my child. And most days, what is killing us is what society will say, what friends will say, what your religion, your church, your pastor, everybody around you will say. That does not change anything. Now, Minister Osinachi is dead. The pastor and the friends and the society bring her back. Please say no to domestic violence. Please say no to toxic relationship. It does not worth it. It does not worth your life. It does not worth it. It does not worth your life. Marriage completes nobody. Be yourself. Appreciate yourself and love yourself. That is all I can say. Thank you guys. I'll be drawing the curtain closely. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Please come be a part of the unique family. and God will bless you. Thank you so much. See you some other time. Bye bye. Ciao.